Have you ever asked yourself, why do some people chant the Buddha's name thousands of times a day? Or this, can repeating a single name really change your life from the inside out? Welcome back, friends. Thank you for joining me again on this path of exploration, reflection, and awakening. Today, we're going to dive into a subject that may appear simple on the surface, but carries unfathomable spiritual depth: the practice of chanting the Buddha's name, especially repeated tens of thousands of times. For some, this might sound mechanical, for others, extreme. But for those who truly understand it, this practice is a sacred key, a direct gateway to inner transformation, karmic purification, and ultimate liberation. So, why is it that in Buddhist traditions, particularly in Pure Land practices, followers are encouraged to chant the Buddha's name over and over, sometimes 10,000, even 100,000 times a day? Is this repetition just about numbers? Is it just ritual? Or is there something far deeper happening that most people fail to see? Let's begin by returning to the essence of the practice. The name most commonly chanted is Amitabha Buddha, which means infinite light and infinite life. And those who chant it with sincerity are not merely calling out to a being outside of themselves, they are activating the infinite light and infinite life that already reside within them. This is not superstition. It's not blind ritual. Is one of the most profound psychological, spiritual, and karmic technologies ever developed in human history. Let's put it this way. Every time you chant the Buddha's name, you're not just saying words, you're aligning your entire being with the qualities that name represents: compassion, wisdom, clarity, fearlessness, liberation. The more you chant, the more these qualities saturate your mind, your emotions, your actions. But let's go deeper. In daily life, most of us are unknowingly chanting something all the time, not literally, but mentally. We chant thoughts like, I'm not good enough, why does this always happen to me, I need more, I'm afraid, I hate this. These mental mantras, though not formal, shape our reality. They create our suffering. They define our identity. So, what happens when you interrupt that toxic stream with a pure, luminous name like Amitabha? You break the pattern. You overwrite the programming. You stop pouring energy into fear, and instead pour it into awakening. Repetition isn't about impressing the Buddha, it's about retraining the mind. Imagine your mind as a field that has been walked the same way for years. Path of negativity has been carved deeply into the soil. Every time you worry, judge, crave, or resent, you're reinforcing that trail. Now, when you begin to chant, even softly, even unscurted, you're all beginning to walk a new path. First, it's uncomfortable and familiar, but the more you walk it, the clearer it becomes. Eventually, it becomes your main road. The bold path begins to fade. This is more plasticity. This is spiritual reconditioning. There's a famous story in Pure Land tradition about a man who doubted the practice. He said, how can repeating a name help me? I've made so many mistakes. A wise monk replied, well, your mistakes are like ink in a bottle. The Buddha's name is like water. If you keep pouring water in, eventually the ink fades. Keep pouring. That's what repetition does. Purifies. Not instantly, but inevitably. But why so many times? Why 10,000? The number is not arbitrary. Chanting a name thousands of times helps move the practice from the surface of your mind to the core of your being. Think of it as a way to bypass the analytical mind and reach the subconscious, of the place where habits, fears, and identities are stored. Modern neuroscience confirms this. Repetition creates new neural pathways, stabilizes attention, lowers stress, even alters brain chemistry, reducing the activity of the default mode network, the part of the brain responsible for ego and self-referential thinking. In other words, when you chant thousands of times, you're slowly dissolving the ego and allowing a deeper awareness to emerge, an awareness that's spacious, compassionate, and interconnected. Let's look at it from a karmic perspective. Every action of body, speech, and mind leaves a trace. This is karma. When you chant the Buddha's name, you're creating powerful positive karma, not only for yourself, but for all beings. One master once said, even if you do not feel it, even if your mind wanders, every single chant is like a drop of water wearing down a stone. Keep chanting. Some people say, but I don't feel anything. That's okay. Healing is not the measure of effectiveness. Intention and perseverance are. Imagine trying to boil water. If you light the fire for 5 seconds, then turn it off, then on again, then off again, the water never boils. But if you keep the flame steady, even low heat will eventually bring it to a boil. Or chanting is the same. Consistency matters more than intensity. Now you might ask, but what if I chant 1,000 times with a distracted mind? Is that still useful? The answer is yes, because the act of returning again and again builds discipline, and every moment you notice distraction is a moment of awareness. That's progress. Furthermore, the practice is not about chanting instead of living. It's about chanting through life. When you're walking, chant. When you're cooking, chant. When you're falling asleep, chant softly in your heart. Let the Buddha's name accompany you like a sacred heartbeat, a friend who never leaves, a reminder of your true nature. There was a man in Japan who carried prayer beads everywhere. People thought he was a monk, but he was just a regular shopkeeper. When asked why he chanted all day, he said, "Well, because I forget who I am, but when I chant, I'll remember." He had no formal training, no teacher, but his sincerity awakened something deep within. You don't need robes or rituals to chant. You need heart, you need sincerity, you need willingness. And over time, the benefits are vast. Chanting calms the nervous system, softens the heart, helps you let go of resentment, protects the mind during crisis, brings you closer to your death without fear, deepens your compassion for others, and most importantly, it reminds you over and over that you are never alone. When you chant Amitabha, you are aligning with infinite compassion. You are tuning your soul to the frequency of the awakened ones. You are whispering to the cosmos, "I want to return to my true home." And the cosmos hears. Let's never forget, the Buddha does not need your chants. You do. The repetition is not for him. It's for you. It's for every part of you that has been lost, hurt, confused, angry. It's for the child in you that wants to feel safe. It's for the elder in you that seeks peace. It's for the whole of you that is ready to awaken. You might not feel different right away, but you will become different. And when the time comes, when your final breath nears, it is said that even 10 sincere chants of the Buddha's name can guide you to the pure land, a realm of clarity and bliss where enlightenment is guaranteed. That is the gift of this practice. Not as dogma, not as superstition, but as a transmission of love, light, and ultimate freedom. So I ask you, will you begin today? Will you give this ancient practice a chance to soften your life? You don't need to chant 10,000 times right away. Start with 10, start with 1, but say it with love. Say it with honesty. Say it as if you're calling yourself home. And if you do feel called to go deeper, to chant more, to anchor it into your life, then know you are walking a path that millions have walked before you. A path that leads not away from life, but deeper into it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If chanting has touched your life, I invite you to share your story in the comments, or if you're just beginning, tell us how you feel about starting. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and consider joining our membership community for more spiritual guidance and connection. Until next time, may your chants be filled with light, and may your heart find the peace it's been seeking.